Hello everyone. Imagine measuring a beam once and getting your formwork sides and surface quantities automatically. No repeated calculations, no calculator, and no unnecessary works. Today I will show you how to build this reusable beam formwork template in PlanSwift. So without any delay, let's get right onto it. First, let me show you how this template works. Let's then go with this dimension: 230 mm for the soffit or bottom of the beam and 450 mm for the vertical height, which we have two sides, the left side and the right side. So I'll come to the beam side. I write the vertical height of 0.45. Of course, we have two sides for the beam, and then 0.23 for the soffit. And of course, we only have one soffit, and I'll click on OK. I'll get the first point to highlight, then the next points. Double click. I can see another beam of the same size, so I'll highlight. And when I stop, you can see the software has generated the quantities in square meters. No repeated calculations, no calculator, or any unnecessary works. And now to build this template, you click on templates. I want to save my templates into this SwiftQS tutorials templates. Whereas if you want to create a new tab for your template, you can click on this new tab button and then create the tab you want to save your template into. Next, we ask which of the tools can cover this requirement. Beams and formwork run in lines, so of course it's the linear tool, so let's click on it. We then give it name, beam formwork, and then click on OK. Now we need to modify, so I'll double click on it and then click on advanced. I now want to add my properties to this existing properties, and I want my properties to be in this estimating right next to this property. So I'll click on it and then click on this add properties button. The first property is beam side. I'll then click on OK. Next, beam soffit. I'll then click on OK. Next, number of side. I'll click on OK. Next, number of soffit. I'll then click on OK. Next and the last, total sides. I'll then click on OK. Next, these are newly created properties, so we need to assign units for them. So I'll click on the first one. The soffits in meters as well. The number of sides is in numbers, so I'll look for each and click it. And the total side length should be in meters, so I'll click on meters. Whereas if you're using feet or inches, you might as well just use feet or inches. When you come to the form, you see the software does not ask you for these newly created properties of ours. This is because in order for the software to ask you these newly created properties, you need to check off the boxes of the properties you want the software to ask you. And now when I check the form, you can see that the software has asked me these things. Now we need to modify, so I'll click on advanced. I'll then click on form layout. As you can see, our form is scattered, so we now need to put it together. First we see name. Next, I want the beam side to be next to it. Next, I want the number of sides to be next to beam side, so I'll look for it and then click on this up arrow to move it. Next, I want beam soffit to be next to it, so I'll click on beam soffit and then click on this up arrow to move it up. Next is number of soffits, so I now want beam side and number of sides to be on the same row, so I'll click on number of sides. I'll tick this box. I want the same thing for the soffit, so I'll click on the box to tick it. Next, I want units for the beam sides and the beam soffit, so I'll click on show units on them. Let us now get back to home and see how it looks. Now I have it, except for one thing. As we have already known, the beam has three faces: the left side, the right side, the soffits. I want the software to always show me consistently 2 here and 1 here, not permanent but consistently, so that whenever I want to use this template, I do not have to write. So I'll click on Advanced. I'll then come to the bar of number of sides. I'll then provide the number 2 in it. I'll then come to number of soffits. I write the number 1 in it. And when I now check the form, I can see that those numbers appear. Next, I'll need to get back to Advanced and set the formula. First, I will need to do some computation. So I'll come to total sides bar, and in it, I want the beam side to multiply by number of sides, and then I'll carefully highlight them all and put them in bracket. I want this to add to beam soffits, drag it by number of soffits. I'll drag it as well. I'll then carefully highlight and then put it in bracket as well. Now we have this. Next, I want to input this into our formula bar. Right here where you see takeoff is your formula bar. I now want this takeoff, which is the overall length, to multiply by total sides. Now that I have this, I want their output to be in square meters. So I'll come to the units and scroll for square meters. And now I have it. So I'll click on OK. And now our template beam formwork is now ready. So now let's get back to home to put it to test. So I'll get to my tabs and then click on SwiftQS tutorials templates where we saved our template. I'll click on it, and right here in it you can see the beam formwork template we just created. I'll click on this green button to activate it. I'll then give it name formwork 2. I'll then provide the vertical height side, which is 0.45, and of course we have 2 sides, and the soffit 0.23, and of course is 1 side, only the bottom. I'll then click on OK. I'll then highlight. And now you have it. No repeated calculations, no calculator. All you have to do is to highlight. This is it, guys. This is it about the beam formwork template. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.